Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Ketholina with the evening news. The headlines: Rajya Sabha adjourned for day as opposition parties protest demanding immediate discussion over farm laws. Budget 2021 to 22 proposes setting up of 100 new Sainik schools in the country. 3 persons injured after massive rock slide occurred on National Highway 29 near New Tsumukerima village. Total restriction of all movement imposed till further order. And National Testing Agency to conduct next UGC NET examination from May 2. Rajya Sabha today had to be adjourned for the day following 3-hour-long adjournments after opposition parties demanded rollback of the new farm laws. The members of the opposition parties trooped into the well and started sloganeering over the issues of farmers' protest. They also demanded to start a discussion on the farmers' issues in the House. Earlier, on the demands of opposition parties, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu assured the members that discussion will be held tomorrow. He said several rounds of talks have already taken place between the government and farmers, and the President also referred to the farmers' agitations in his address. Naidu said the House will take up the discussion on motion of thanks on the President's address tomorrow, and members can raise the issue of farmers during the discussion. Lok Sabha was adjourned till 7 p.m. following opposition's uproar against 3 farm laws. When the House met for the day this evening, members from Congress, DMK, TMC, Left, SP, Shiv Sena and others trooped into the well, raising slogans against the government. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla urged the agitating members to maintain order in the House, saying they will get ample time to raise the issue. As noisy scenes continued, he adjourned the House till 7 p.m. Union Budget for financial year 2021 to 22 has proposed to set up 100 new Sainik schools in the country in partnership with NGOs, private schools and state-owned schools. The endeavor is to provide schooling opportunities in CBSE plus type of educational environment by involving desirous government, private schools and NGOs to partner in establishing their system with Sainik schools' ethos, value system and national pride. It envisages enrolling existing upcoming schools to be run on the lines of Sainik schools curriculum. Ministry of Defence in a statement said that all 100 schools are proposed to be affiliated to Sainik School Society, and such affiliated Sainik schools will be provided with partial financial support to incentivize the effort. The aim of establishing Sainik schools is to prepare children academically, physically and mentally for entry into the National Defence Academy and to develop qualities of body, mind and character which will enable the young boys to become good and useful citizens. The ministry said that at present there are 33 Sainik schools functioning all over the country. From the academic session 2021 to 22, girl candidates are also eligible for admission to class 6 in all 33 Sainik schools. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today stressed on producing defence equipment under the Atmanirbhar Bharat program, saying that India cannot remain dependent on other countries for the defence of our country. He was speaking after inaugurating Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, Second Light Combat Aircraft LCA production line in the Bangalore facilities of HAL. The Defence Minister said the Cabinet Committee on Security, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on January 13, 2021, approved the Rs 48,000 crore deal to procure 73 Tejas Mk1A variants and 10 LCA Tejas Mk1 trainer aircraft from the HAL. Singh added that the decision will strengthen national security while giving impetus to Indian Air Force and HAL. 3 persons, including a woman, were injured when a massive rock slide occurred on the National Highway 29 near New Tsumukerima village this morning. Dimapur Police PRO T. Relo Aye informed that the 4 vehicles were also damaged by the rock slide. All the injured persons are reported to be in stable condition, he added. Due to the expansion work for the 4 landing of National Highway 29 Dimapur-Kohima sector, rock slides have been regularly occurring between Patkai Bridge and Kuki Dolong stretch. Patkai Bridge to Kokidolong will remain closed with immediate effect till further order. Total restriction of all movement is necessitated as a precautionary measure to prevent any injury, loss of life, damage to property, stated in a statement. Light vehicles travelling from Dimapur to Kohima have been advised to take alternative route via 7th Mile, New Deputy Commissioner Office, Shokovi, Razape, Bhaikam, Pimla, Bhainamtsi, Janapani, Mejipema, and vice versa for Kohima to Dimapur travellers. You're listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. National Testing Agency will conduct the next UGC NET examination for Junior Research Fellowship and eligibility for Assistant Professor post starting from 2nd May. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said the test will be conducted on 2nd May, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 14th and 17th May this year. The test will be conducted in computer-based test mode only. The candidates who desire to appear for the examination have to apply online between 2nd February to 2nd March. Government today said that more than 39,50,000 beneficiaries have received the vaccination so far under the countrywide COVID-19 vaccination exercise. Union Health Ministry said in the last 24 hours, more than 1,91,000 healthcare workers were vaccinated across 3,516 sessions. The number of beneficiaries being vaccinated every day has been continuously showing a progressive increase. Uttar Pradesh stands at top position with over 4,63,000 jobs, followed by Rajasthan, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Meanwhile, the national COVID-19 recovery rate has touched 97.05%. Nagaland reported 2 new cases of COVID-19 from Dimapur, taking the total confirmed cases to 12,101. With no recovery cases recorded today, the recovered cases remain at 11,810, while the number of active cases in the state are at 55. Government has extended the last date for submission of nomination for the prestigious Nari Shakti Puraskar 2020 till 6th February. The awards are conferred every year on the occasion of International Women's Day on 8th March by the Ministry of Women and Child Development for recognizing exceptional work done by individuals in the area of empowerment of women. The Nari Shakti Puraskar is awarded to individuals, groups, NGOs, and institutions for encouraging women to participate in decision-making roles, women's skill development in traditional and non-traditional sectors, promoting women in non-traditional sectors like science and technology, sports, art, culture, and for the significant work towards safety and security. The award carries a citation and a cash award of 2 lakh rupees. As per the guidelines, any individual of at least 25 years of age and institutions having worked in the relevant field for at least 5 years are eligible to apply. MLA and Chairman of the Committee on Subordinate Legislation, Dr. Imtiwopang Iyer, has fixed a sitting of the Committee on Subordinate Legislation on Monday. The meeting will be held at 2 p.m. in the committee room of Assembly Secretariat, Kohima. All members are requested to attend the meeting. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps: wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. To end the news, the headlines here again. Rajya Sabha adjourned for day as opposition parties protest demanding immediate discussion over farm laws. Budget 2021-22 proposes setting up of 100 new Sainik schools in the country. 3 persons injured after massive rock slide occurred on National Highway 29 near New Tsamukedima village. Total restriction of all movement imposed till further order. And National Testing Agency to conduct next UGC NET examination from May 2. That's all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.